have to say, just a few minutes ago, if a beautiful bald eagle just came and flew over this, went back down the river. So hey, if that's not a great sign, I don't know what is. So I'd like to introduce Dave Dill today. He's been an integral part of helping us along with this project, and I can't thank him enough for that. Tim Kodsian, the city clerk, who's been here, who really was kind of the brains behind the thing for many, many years, starting back in 1985, when it was the whole idea of this project was kind of formulated. So today we're going to see some above ground improvements finally, in the project here. And I know a lot of people who here didn't think it was ever going to get done. Raise your hand and be honest. I like honesty. So today is a great day for you too to see that. My mother, she passed away last year. She always said she wanted to see this done before she moved on. And my sister and I, we thought, well, that eagle was her looking down, saying, "Okay, good job." So anyway, I'd like to have Dave say a few words, if you wouldn't mind, and if you wouldn't mind, Dave, about the project. And
well, thank you, Mayor, and thank you for coming out today. It's a brisk day, and I think that when I first saw this plan, the range delegation, which I got to recognize Representative Rukavina. Representative Rukavina and I always, when he was in the legislature, we tussled about where the money was going to be spent. I think it's going to be interesting now that he might be a county commissioner, that he's going to be in love with spending money in the tower.
I always was. In fact, this project was in my bill.
That is correct. That is correct. He funded the Laurentian Woodyard, and we were able to fund this project. And this was a great thing. We actually put the money in law. It didn't actually come from the IRRB. It came from taconite taxes, and Representative Rukavina, Senator Bach, and I, and the others put it in law, in statute, that first money would come here. And I want to also thank, no longer with us, but former Congressman Overstar, for his dedication to this project as well, because frankly, without that federal money to get this other piece of the project done, this project is very much like a puzzle. And it's been an ongoing thing. I'm glad to see more progress coming, and I hope that while I'm in the Minnesota legislature, and particularly still alive, that we will see the development, one of the most unique developments in northeastern Minnesota for sure, to one of the greatest lakes in Minnesota. And connecting again, after decades and decades, a real connection between the lake, its residents, its resources, and the community. And that is the reason that we have supported this project since the very beginning. And with that, good luck to the people in this community and Tower, and I appreciate being a part of this.
Thank you, Dave, very much.
Why did WBIO give us such a bad rap on the news about this project? That it was the taxpayers wasted dollars. Why did they do that?
Well, I don't ever try. Thank you for the question. I don't ever try and explain why the news does one thing or another. But it has been slow coming, and it is expensive. But when you look at the value, not in the property value of Lake Vermilion, or in Tower, or Sedan, and you look at the resource value and how it connects all of the people of the state and these communities together into one integral part. I mean, people from all over the world enjoy Lake Vermilion, and I sometimes, even though being frustrated by the process, not by the progress that we've made, and I can see why some people might be critical, but at the end of the day, you have to have a vision of what something's going to look like. And that's what we've held as the sacred end of this project, is that the vision that we had that I explained earlier is what will prevail. And news people may interpret it however they like. That's the reason they have freedom of the press.
Funny they're not here today.
That's okay. Today's a positive day, and we don't worry about those things. So, yeah. Thanks, Dave, for that. That's very good. Tim, I'd like you to say a few words too, I'm sure. Come on. You like to talk.
It's a good day.
Yeah, very good. Okay.
Good work.
Yeah, and like Dave said, it's been a long time coming. I've grown to appreciate the process and the difficulties that projects take to come forward, especially when you're dealing with environmental issues and such like that. So today is a great day. We've got a lot of work left to do after this goes. It's continuing. It'll be a continuing progress, and I will be. This is my last. I've got a little over 2 months left in my mayor's term, but I hope to be involved in continuing on this project. But I'm going to be relying on the next city council and hopefully next mayor here to keep the vision alive. So I'd like Josh to say a few words as to what he feels or sees coming in the future. So.
Well, again, I'd like to reiterate what the mayor said. And thank you all for coming today. I mean, minus the blanket of snow, some twinkling lights in the background, and Santa standing next to me, it couldn't feel any more like Christmas morning here in town. As the mayor and Representative Bill said, so many moving parts in this project, and it feels so good to finally have it all come together. From our representatives, the legislature, the city councils, the clerks, everything came together. The numerous state agencies that were involved in getting this project up and running, and finally our day is here. It almost feels like you're opening a new road into the city of Tower, which you basically are. Finally, we're going to get everybody on the lake another way to get here. As a lot of you know, the next step in the process now is to start putting the proverbial butts in the seats, and that's all starting to fall into place as well. We're currently in negotiations with a hotel developer to put a 36-unit hotel here on the harbor. Also in negotiations and talking with developers on condominiums for around the harbor here as well, and we've had numerous requests for new businesses down here on the harbor too. So we're gonna keep working, and then take the torch from the mayor here and keep making this project move forward. It's an exciting day, and again, thank you all for coming.
Very good, thanks. And I also got to thank Tom Bach, who's been very and much in favor of this project, and SEH, who's done incredible amount of hours, and just the help that they've provided has been phenomenal.
Steve, I heard rumors that they were planning a senior condos or something with boathouses on the lake. I know a lot of seniors that wish to stay in the community. We all like to be snowbirds, besides me included. Is there anything in the future for seniors, for senior living on the canal here, or do they have any plans in the future?
We're working on that. I can say that's part of the overall long-term vision, but that's something that's being worked on.
Yeah, because there's a lot here to do. You got the golfing, the fishing.
Right. Providing a more affordable experience versus the lake and that type of thing. But yes, that's something we're working on. So again, I want to thank everyone who supported this, who's given their patience. It's a great day for the city of Tower to move on once again. So, and again, I can only say thanks for your patience, and to be able to go on the Tower Facebook page and watch what they're doing over here. So that's kind of the timeline of the project. Is they're going to start dredging in the river today, supposedly, and hopefully finish that up by early December, and then work on this part of it through December and January, weather dependent. So hopefully next spring we'll see a pretty cool thing going on here.
What happens to that?
And there'll be a stream video, and then
That's actually going to be, the city of Tower has a gravel pit back about 3 miles out of town here. That'll be hauled there, and it'll settle out, and it could be sold for road material for type thing. So yeah, I know every little thing that we've done has required a permit for everything, and what are you going to do with it? So I've become very knowledgeable in what you have to do with a lot of things. So, is there any other questions any of you have, or?
What's the lines on the road? I saw them do that.
Yeah, well, I don't know that. Matt, would you have something you could tell me, or? city engineer? I don't know if they were.
I don't know if that's probably part of the one call process the dredging contractor did. They probably located the culvert. Not exactly sure what it was needed for, but I think it was part of that process.
Anyway, well, we do have some. Yeah, snow is coming, so we can head back to the civic center. Yeah, we can all come back.